Hello Facebookers, I'm back. I haven't been here for yonks, so I'm waiting for some of you to join me. Come join me. Let's talk about miracles. Let's talk about miracle mindset. I feel like it's really dark in this corner of this room. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about you being a creator of your experience and you being the catalyst for synchronicities, miracle making. Hello Francesca, hello Lee, thanks for joining me. Who else is here? Say hi. Hello Craig and Shiva, thanks for joining. Let me see if I can find a better light because the lighting is a bit crap. I will stand. How are you all? So, miracle mindset. Francesca knows a little bit about this because we did some work together on my Align course, which is a 12-week soul alignment course that just ended just before Christmas. And now we're starting the next round at the end of January, which I can't wait for. It's one of those things that's like, I love to see people, hello lovely, I love to see people grow and expand and evolve and really reclaim their power. That's why I want to talk about miracles. So I'm not talking about Jesus turning water into wine, okay? That might be nice to some of you, but that's not what I'm talking about. Hi Craig, I'm talking about understanding that we as a channel, we as like an antenna, right? Have the capability to create miracles in our lives. This could be healing, although that might be a stretch for many of you, but some of you might have heard of Anita Murjani, who had like stage 4 cancer. She literally died and came back and cleared herself of cancer, right? That might be a little bit of a stretch for some of you. So for those of you who have disease and illness and all of that and you're in pain, I understand. It seems like miracles in your life are really far away. Okay, so you might want to check out her because she literally has been through that stuff. Check out Anita Murjani for sure. But what I'm talking about for the rest of us, and for those of you in that situation, but for the rest of us who are just going through life, who might be stuck in a job that you don't like, stuck in a relationship where you feel like the fire has gone out, stuck with feeling like you're unworthy of happiness, even just that, right? That might sound really simple, right? Just get happy, go on a holiday, lie on the beach, change your job. But for many of us, it's not that easy. We feel kind of stuck. And we don't have a miracle mindset in that place. We have a mindset where we're looking at life and we're looking at ourselves like we are not enough. We can't move forward. Miracles, they seem rather far away, far off, Let me know if you agree with me. Send me some hearts or send me a message. Hello, Gary, right? Gary is just about to go through this process and come out with a miracle mindset, right? Miracle mindset is not about believing in the fantastical. But if you believe in unicorns, Francesca's with me here, then you can believe in that and it's fine. But what I'm really talking about is believing that something else is possible for you, believing that something else is there waiting for you, believing that there's a bigger something pulling you forward. Your soul is always calling you forward in your life, right? It will, you'll have this push from the back, which is the pain and the suffering and the depression, the anxiety, the turbulence in your world, things falling apart, you losing a job, you losing a relationship, someone leaving you, someone dying on you. All of that is the push forward to say, listen to me, honor me, hear me, integrate me. The pull forward is more like the calling to create. Like Francesca's now creating lots of artwork, like pottery, creation. For me, it's definitely the pull to bring more of this work out into the world. Yay, Gary, exactly. To really, right, this push that I've been feeling for the last couple of weeks and very strongly in the last week is that I need to do more. And it's not that I'm not doing enough. It's just the desire to do more, like the desire to feed more of this information into the world so that other people wake up and become aligned and then are clear channels for what their purpose is and to help them move forward and to change their family line. And, you know, and it's a really loud calling. Sometimes it's hugely frustrating because I see all these pieces that I want to put together and I feel like there's not enough of me. But it's okay because, hello Belma, it's okay because I know that I'm aligned with myself. I know that I hear the call and I know that I will do it. And I know I don't need to force myself. I know that I can do it. I know that I can make change. I know because I've taken the steps. I took them when I was scared. I took them when I didn't fully see what I needed to do. I took them when I wasn't really fully clear on what the message would be, and I let it unfold anyway because I heard the call, I took action, I didn't stop myself, I didn't hold myself back anymore. I listened, and even with fear in my belly, I did it anyway. And I want you guys to be able to do the same. This is where miracles happen. You have to understand that a miracle mindset is not a place where you get into where you just suddenly wake up and you hear this amazing soul voice and you're like, wow, everything's great and now there's miracles in my life. It doesn't work like that. You have to create a miracle mindset from a place of pain. You have to create a miracle mindset from a place of disbelief. You have to create a miracle mindset from a place of not having a clue what you're doing. We're all here on the planet, and sometimes we just don't know what we're doing. Our mind cannot make sense of what we're choosing, right? You might be like Francesca, working in a job that didn't support her fully and having to leave that and try something else. That's scary for a lot of us. But when you're in a place where you believe and you know that something else is carrying you, something else is carrying you forward, you start to see the synchronicities. You start to feel your heart and your gut speak to you, right? Hello, Tanya. You start to hear all of that. Then you start to take the steps anyway. So some of the thing with having a miracle mindset is you just have to feel the fear and do it anyway. You have to really understand that your mind is not going to be your best friend sometimes. It's going to try to stop you. It's going to tell you that you need to be protected. It's trying to keep you safe. Ego always wants to keep you safe. It always wants to keep you safe. Ego doesn't want you to go out in the world and experience the fullness of you because it doesn't know. It can't see your future version of you. It can only see who you are right now, and so it protects you from that place. Hello, Steve. Hello, Eldridge. Hello. Thanks for joining. So are you feeling this message? Send me some information, right? Ask me any questions about what I'm talking about. Hello, Marcus. So yeah, I have this thing at the moment where the mindset that I would love to help people to get to is a place where you really, really feel inside of yourself that you are supported. And that's the work I do. So in my 12-week alignment course, I am your support until you get to the point where there's a voice inside of you that is so loud and so clear, even when you're feeling fear, that you follow it anyway. Even when it makes no sense to your head, you follow it anyway. Even when the path in front of you seems like it's blocked all around, you follow it anyway because there's something more beyond that, and your gut, your soul is telling you there's something else there, right? So I want to be the support for you until you get to the point where your miracle mindset, this soul voice inside of you, is so strong and clear you don't need me anymore, right? There's many, many people on the planet teaching who will not let you go. I want you to go into the world and create your thing. I want you to do that. Hi, David. All right. Yes, Eldridge says the universe has my back. Exactly. I want you to be in a place where you are so connected that no matter what is happening, even if things appear to be falling apart, you really know, not just like this thought inside, right? But you know in your gut, in your body, because I'm really about working with the body wisdom, that you're being supported and held. And actually, when it's falling apart, it's actually falling together. You are coming together. You're being broken open. Hi, Carl. Right? So that's the first thing, right? Really, miracle mindset is about really tuning into the body, connecting to yourself, aligning. I can be that for you at the beginning until you cultivate it. But the other thing I want to share about a miracle mindset is this. And I have this a lot at the moment about really looking at law of attraction. When we want to create miracles in our worlds, sure, David, no problem. Come listen later. I'll have the replay up at school. The part of the thing about the miracle mindset and really creating and manifesting things into our world is really that we have to not push. We have to stop thinking with our heads and trying to make it happen. We have to allow it to happen. And so part of the thing with law of attraction and creating miracles in your world is you have to understand that your soul has much bigger vision than you. Your soul has so much more insight into what's good for you and what you can achieve and what you can accomplish. Like with Francesca, I'm sure she won't mind me saying, because I'm promoting her a little bit, that really what was coming through her was this creation of pottery, right? How this manifests itself fully, we don't know yet, but this creative side of her really wanted to be heard. It really wanted to come out. I would say almost from the first moment that we started to work together, her inner child was like overly delighted, in creation. Probably more so than most people I've worked with. So delighted in creating and the honoring of that part of her. Now, if we'd used the mind would have just said, that's silly. The mind would have just said, why are you doing that? You're working, you're an adult. Why are you suddenly wanting to create these, pottery things? Like, does it make sense? No, it doesn't make sense to the mind, but it absolutely makes sense to the soul. It makes sense to the inner child. It makes sense for now where she's going. Yes, you are so delighted. David, don't worry, it's fine. I get it. You can let your little girl listen. Maybe we'll go in subconsciously. Maybe. I do that with my daughter sometimes. Not with me speaking, but I put other things in the background like Matt Kahn or something. Michael Beckwith, I love them. So yeah. So the thing with it is you have to allow, right? This is where the feminine, receptive, receiving energy comes in. If you want to create miracles in your world, you have to allow. If we use too much of the masculine, directive, action-taking stuff, yes, you can create things, but because we're not allowing enough of our energy to just be free to let the universe deliver to us something that's even better than what our mind can come up with, that's even more than what we originally desired, right? We're not creating enough space. So one of the things of having this miracle mindset and actually creating miracles in your life is you have to allow the universe to create the miracle. You have to be the channel for that. You have to create the space. It's not about you, connecting to your soul and then suddenly you can have everything you want. You have to do the work. You have to clear the subconscious mind. You have to align with yourself on a much, much deeper level, which is what we do together on my Align course. We do all of that work, but then you have to get out of your way. That's the end result. The end result of soul alignment is hearing that soul voice, connecting to that soul voice, and then stopping trying to make everything happen the way that you think it should happen, and instead allow your soul to guide you to actually the best way that it can happen. So not just how you want it to happen, because a lot of the time our wants and desires, excuse me, fiddling with my eye, our wants and desires are not totally fully aligned. Sometimes they're about safety. Sometimes our desire is actually just about safety and we're not thinking big enough. We're not thinking far enough. Like I said about this push for me, this call for me at the moment, it's to bring things out that are so much bigger. And there's part of me that goes, oh, there's not enough of me to do that. I need to split myself into 5 parts. But I know that when I'm called, it's not too much for me. It's just that there's always that next step. It's like going over hurdles. When you're running, you see these hurdles coming. You're like, oh my God, I'm tired. I don't think I can get over them. We all go through that. We all go through those points. But you can. You're never given anything that you cannot cope with. You're always given a challenge, yes, because we're so conditioned that we need challenges right now. We need pain right now on the planet, unfortunately. Or fortunately, whichever way you look at it. We need that. in order to understand that we are the creators of our world, to understand that we have choice, to understand that we are not in alignment, to understand that actually, if we get into alignment, we can go through a painful process and we can still come out on the other side. Like, you always have to go through pain. You can't avoid it. If you avoid it, you just get another lesson, you know? So miracle mindset is absolutely about doing the clearing work, becoming aligned, but also about really understanding that you have to believe in something more. You have to, and I really hear inside of me, if you don't believe in something more than just the life that you're experiencing, you will keep getting little pieces of information, or maybe huge universal butt kicks, where you then have to make choices. And then when you look back at all these sequences, you'll start to see why you're here today. Lots of it is through choices you've made, and some of it, lots of it actually, will be through synchronistic experiences of pain or insight, you know? You can choose which to learn through, but most of us unfortunately learn through pain, you know? And then you get to a point where you're much more open, because you see in hindsight the synchronicities. You remain more open to allowing the space for your soul to give you information, instead of you just trying to drive your journey, you know, like getting in your car and deciding where you're going. I'm always going on about, intention over goals. Goal setting can be great in the interim period, in the short term. Like if I set a goal to finish completing paperwork, which I hate, or if I set a goal to, create a course, right? Because I have many people asking me at the moment about careers. So many people coming to me about their careers that I cannot see that as that's a synchronicity. This always happens because I'm open to it. I'm watching, I'm allowing the universe to come to me to say, what's the next thing? What's the next thing you want me to share? What is it? The last 6 people or something, or 7 people that have come to me have all mentioned their career. That's not an accident. That's not an accident, because I'm looking for it. I'm asking for it, right? So I've lost my train of thought, but basically what I'm saying is that allowing that space, allowing the receiving, right? Looking at the synchronicities gets you into more alignment, a higher sense of alignment. That's the next level. But you can only get to that when you're really clear inside of yourself, right? So this is the level that Francesca is getting to, and Vix, who was on the course, and Stefano and Amelia and Cool One and everyone. Francesca said I had a few butt kicks. Is that meant to be from the universe? Big kicks. Yes, do the work. It will open up the space for your soul. Yeah. You did, honey. You had a few. I mean, really, if I look at your story, it's probably the perfect story of clearing subconscious wounds, subconscious trauma that is holding you back. And then a lot about your career, actually, and stepping forward and really honoring your inner child, like perfectly, fits perfectly into that model. Healing the inner child, working with the inner child, asking what she wants, what she desires, and then up leveling from that place. I don't know of any other way to do that effectively with long lasting results. I don't. I've worked with many people. I've been the support of people doing work, on that level. And it doesn't work if I'm not aligned for a start. If I'm not aligned as a coach, the energy drops off. It drops off. It doesn't fully integrate. So that's one thing. Be careful who you work with. And that's not me bigging myself up. That's just me being authentic. I love the people that I work with. I love what I do. I love them. All of you that I work with, I love. I don't just say that, I really love. I really want you to experience change and experience clearing and experience who you really are. And I really, really fucking mean that. Okay? I really mean that. And because I care so much, I give a lot. I give everything that I can to help you transform. I am not a person who is just going to give you a little piece on a course and let you do that course and then you just drop off the end of it thinking that you've changed and you haven't. No, I don't want that. I want to help you change properly, effectively, like true True transformation takes a lot of work, and it takes going deep, and it takes going through pain. And sometimes you need someone to hold your hand. And I enjoy doing that because I believe that it's my mission to help you up level and clear for the next generations, not just for you. It's not about that. It's not just about us up leveling and clearing. It's so that we can be clear for the next generations. Otherwise, what's the point, right? That's the work we're here to do. There's not enough talk about the human. There's a lot of talk about the soul and the spirit in spiritual community, but there's not enough talk about the human. We're here to do the human work, which is spiritual work, but we're here to do the work for our human. You know, our souls are okay. Our souls know much more than our human. Our souls know where we should be going. Our souls will try and pull us in that direction. Always. But our human, our little human, is scared and doesn't have a clue and doesn't know where it's going and doesn't believe it's loved and believes it's unworthy. It's the human work that needs to happen on the planet, not really the soul work. The soul already knows, you know? So whilst I say I'm a soul coach, I'm connecting you to your soul, but we're doing the work on the human, your little human that doesn't know how powerful he or she is, right? Francesca says, I'm still clearing and expect big things. Mwah! You do. You love the people you work with. I felt that I still do. Gary says, earthling. Yes, Gary. Gary doesn't like human. He's an earthling. Yeah, or a monkey. What was the other thing, Gary? I can't remember. You said some kind of monkey or whatever. Hi, Mark. Yeah, so basically I care. I care a lot. And I do feel this push to help more people on the planet. More people. Way more people. I'm not totally sure how that looks yet, but some of it is absolutely about holistic business. That keeps coming through. Some of it is around money mindset. I will be doing more on that. Because holistic businesses, they need to understand that they need to work on the money mindset. You know, plant-based monkey. That was what it was. Sorry. Me and Gary had a conversation about humans and earthlings and plant-based monkeys. Hello. Hiya. How you doing? So yeah. Anyway, miracle mindset. Do you have a miracle mindset? Do you? Ask yourself today, are you ready to step outside your box, step outside your work, outside your house, right? Are you ready to walk to school to pick up your children, or ready to go to the supermarket? Are you ready to be open in receiving energy, ready to receive a synchronicity? It might be this for you. You might be a person who's looking to heal your inner child, to do some shadow work, to really align with your soul, to start working with your intuition, to start being who you really fucking are. Sorry, I swear when I get passionate, I laugh about it because I look like maybe I shouldn't, but I do. So funny. All right. I feel your authenticity. Excellent. Oh, thank you, Aldridge. Thank you. I really hope that some of you do feel called to do this work. We're starting, at the moment, we're looking at the 21st. I might push it a week, but basically we're starting end of January for 12 weeks. It sounds like a long time, and it really isn't. Maybe it doesn't sound like a long time for some of you, but basically within 3 months, we turn your world around from unworthy to, you know, self-love, to self-honoring, to self-allowing. We really ramp up your self-worth. And so if you're a person who feels like you need some of that, then get in touch with me. We can do a free 30-minute session. And if you don't like what I'm saying, you don't have to work with me. Because my intention is that everyone who comes onto a line is a person who is ready for their next level. And I don't mean next level like you're better than anyone else. No, it's just you are like, it's like the Matrix. You're ready to wake up. You're ready to wake up and experience who you really are authentically. You're ready to create love in your life. You're ready to create self-love first. You're ready to create job opportunities, career possibilities. You're ready to get rid of all that fluff inside that's holding you back, all that junk, all that family karma that you're carrying that you don't want anymore, all that trauma from your childhood that, you don't have to hold on to like it's baggage. Any of that stuff that you're maybe even repeating patterns of your family. You have no idea the amount of people who I've worked with who have repeated patterns that were not even theirs. That's why I do so much family work, family conditioning work. We do that in the second week on a line because there's so many of us that are repeating our mom and dad's family karma. We've taken on their ego. We're repeating it. It's like 14 generations and we're still doing the same thing. We are absolutely called right now to up level. Heart-led warriors unite. Limited. Right? That's what we're called to do. We need to go there. We need to go there. We don't have the time anymore. Soul is calling us at a much quicker pace. Francesca says it's not long enough. Well, this is the other thing, Francesca, is I also know that I could add more to this course and it could be much longer. I could do 6 months. I feel resistance to that because I don't want to... It's like you've done the work with me already and you know that you could do more, right? We could have gone for another 3 months and we still could have done more. It would have been deeper and juicier. But I'm frightened, I guess, in me, being really authentic, that when you haven't worked with me yet, that would seem like a lot. I don't know. You can give me some feedback. Guys, give me some feedback. Would you work with me for 6 months? Would you do that? Because I have had Vix actually ask me if I'm doing another course on the next level. Which is interesting because she's not the only one. I can see the repeating family patterns now and refusing to play along with them. Well, that's it. That's it, Francesca. Because you've already done the work, you can see where you need to be. You can now make a choice. But for most people on the planet, they have no idea that they're choosing what their dad chose. They're choosing what their mother chose, or a variant of each. Usually there's a reflection of each. They have no idea. They're just doing what they were trained to do. I'm just a person, if you choose to work with me, that can help you see that stuff and can turn it around. Hello, Dira. Hello, Monique. How you doing? Nice to see you here. Yes, I have the same question. Are you doing a further course on the next level? See, this is the thing. How am I going to split myself? I'm going to split myself up. What is my answer to that? I've really been I love this word, discombobulated the last few days. The pull in me is so loud. It's so fucking loud. That I'm just not clear on what it looks like yet. As I said, I know I have to help people with career because that keeps coming up. It's very obvious. Like so many sessions of the same thing. Money blocks, absolutely. You know that I've done that already and we did work on this, but that will be part of that. With the next up leveling, I'm just not sure how it looks. I said I was going to have a conversation with Vix. Maybe we should have a conversation as well to see whether there's anything synchronistic that you both mentioned, because you've both done a line, you've both completed that course. So maybe we should have a chat. In fact, I'm still in London, honey. So maybe we could meet. You can let me know when you're around. Yeah, I'd love that actually. Let me know. Because it would then give me more feedback from an authentic place, not just me making it up. I have no interest in making stuff up that does not work. I have no interest in making anything up that makes me look like somebody. I don't care about that. I really don't care. The only interest I have is aligning with what my soul wants to teach, what it wants to share to the world. I'm getting out of my way and all I'm doing is listening to the call. That's all I'm doing, right? Francesca says, yes, career and money blocks are an issue for many people. Glad to have a chat and meet. We'll PM you. Fab. Do that. Let me know. Yes, career and money blocks is definitely something that's come up a lot. It's come up a lot, but more so recently with me anyway. Seems to be the next thing that's coming through on people's sessions. So there will be stuff on that. I also have a course that I started writing called Pain to Power, which will be It won't be as involved as a line, but there will be that. But that won't be the next level. That's like a preliminary. I can't say the word. Oh, fuck's sake! A starter before a line. Hello, Katie. So anyway, back to miracle mindset, because I'm going off on a tangent. But you can see that what I'm really talking about in my experience is about a miracle mindset. I believe, hi lovely, I believe that I am given all I need. I'm feeling that. Do I believe that everywhere? I'm given all I need. You are given all you need. You're given everything you need. But sometimes you just need a helping hand. Sometimes you just need to take the first step. Sometimes you just need to step past the fear. You have everything you need. You have everything inside of you. All it is unlocking it, right? It's not about building confidence, it's about stripping back the layers so you are confident. It's not about falling in love with yourself. It's about realizing you are love anyway. You just have blocked it, right? It's not about suddenly connecting to a divine voice that speaks to you. It's about cultivating it, right? It's there anyway. You just have to give it access, right? Cleveland. Hello, Cleveland. Hi, Gail, listening in. Love what you were talking about here. Thank you, lovely. Mwah. Hope you're well. Yeah, lots on alignment. So, as you can hear from what I'm saying about my experiences, I get out of my own way. Things come to me. I don't have to work so much to make it happen the way that my mind tells me to. Sometimes I do that. Sometimes they're still there, but the majority of me is watching. I've become a watcher. And if you want to live in a miracle mindset and create miracles in your world, whether that is healing or whether that is just, you creating synchronicities in your life, special events, special people that pop into your world, then you have to remain open and you have to watch. You have to watch the synchronicities. You have to see what's coming your way, right? There's lots of you who've been coming to me at the moment with numbers, lots of sequences of numbers, or, like Francesca's had a big turnaround with her pottery stuff after doing the line, It was like all of a sudden, because she took action, but it didn't make sense. Because she took action, she's doing it. She's creating. There was a piece that this lady gave me. I'll show it on a live stream, right? That Francesca gave me for my birthday. Very lovely of her. That piece, I said to her, that one there, I love it. I saw it in a picture. And I was like, because it was so her. It was so unique to her. And she gave me that piece and she said that her, the teacher in her pottery class said to her, he loved that as well because it's so unique, right? And so it's expanded. Now it's become, now you're going to have your own studio space, Francesca, and he's going to help you sell stuff. That would never, never, never have happened if you hadn't have done that work previously, right? So, and I'm not saying that because I'm not saying it's about me doing something with Francesca and suddenly she's this amazing person creating her own works of art. What I'm saying is that I created a space to allow her to witness herself and the things that were holding her back so she could step forward, right? It literally is just like someone holding your hand so that you can step forward and become who you really are. You're already that person. You just don't remember. I'm just helping you remember, Best thing ever. Thank you. Mwah. I love you and you're so welcome. Monique said, I made it so far. I have further to go, but I'm going. Good, Monique. Hello, Julia. Nice to see you here, honey. It's been ages. I think there are many, many, many of us that are called right now to up level in a huge way. It's a leap. We're called to up level in a big way. No longer just like small baby steps. I mean, some of it will be baby steps. Some of it is like you're healing your inner child and all of that. You can go as gently as you like. But there are many, many, many of us who feel this thing calling us so loudly, like the life we are living is not enough. And it's not enough in an ungrateful way. It's just not enough on a soul-led way. Like we have so much more to give, so much more power inside of us that's so much bigger that we're actually living small. And I don't want that for you guys. I don't want that for you. I want to help you step forward to create more miracles in your world, to learn, to access your body wisdom, and to allow, to receive, to let your soul and the universe guide you to something that's much more in alignment with you, with who you really are, and much bigger than what your mind tells you you are. This is where we work. We do a lot of mindset work. We do a lot of body work, but we do a lot of mindset, clearing that funky gunk that's in there that should not be there, that was never yours to begin with, that came down from a great-great-great-grandparent. That's what we're doing for the human race. We are changing that so that the next generations of our children have a hope in heaven of being way more aligned than we were, way more conscious, way more heart-led than we were when we began this journey. All right? Heck, I wouldn't have found pottery without you. Well, yeah, probably not. But I mean, you might have done. There might have been another series of synchronicities that happened that led you there, possibly. I kind of look at it like, honey, you got there way more quickly. That's what I would say. You might have faffed about for another couple of years or 5 years or something, and then something might have happened that let you go and do it. You might have allowed yourself to do it. But really what I see is it just happened so fast that I didn't even see it. And I'm intuitive, and I didn't see pottery coming, I think maybe we talked about sculpture. I think there was a little conversation about sculpture at one point. I'm not sure. But really, that just happened so organically and so quickly because there was this space to allow it. There was a space to allow it, and, honey, you took action. That's the other thing, right? So when you're in a miracle mindset, you have to allow it, but you then have to follow the guidance, even when it doesn't make sense to your head. And I'll tell you this, 99.9% of the time, when it's a huge soul-led action, it will not make any sense to your head. No sense. But it will have sense. It just doesn't make sense to the left brain. It just doesn't. Okay, so anyway, yeah, sculpture too, and I'm still thinking about it. Well, that's good. I'm waiting for your cat sculptures or unicorn sculptures. I don't know. I'm looking forward to seeing more. Anyway, I've waffled on long enough. I hope that made sense. If you would like a free 30-minute session with me, please get in touch. I've left my calendar link below, but you can also PM me if you have any questions and we can organize something. Yeah. And I can't wait. I can't wait for the next round. I'm so looking forward to it. And the next level, Francesca, when we have the conversation, I'm starting to get little bits and pieces. It will grow more, and then I'll be able to tell you straight away. Hello, Gwenda. I hope you're well, honey. All right, loves. Mwah. I love you all. I'll be back soon with more. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Bye.